They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now,
there he goes. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't lose your assignment.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst to get the 1st down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. They're working that left side. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Calls his own number. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
And I I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you
got enough space, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. This quarterback part of their running game. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second.
Florida 7, Ole Miss 0.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Going for the big play. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Hobbs. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The option look. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Smashes through the tackle. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Lets it fly. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Toss to the outside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get... You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. The toss to the outside. He breaks the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Goes to the option. Shows him the stiff arm. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, third down, it wasn't the running back. It wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
Hard running there. And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. Get it back. Gets a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Reads it, fires complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Duke is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Blue Devils on the scoreboard. They're up 14 over Virginia. Just another week of...
He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Gators. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Coming out with it, it's Lacey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Florida! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off-play action on first down. Gets rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Power football with the run. Shakes off the defender. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Snap it to the back. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
To the air, it's Glagway. Floats it out in space. At the 40, there he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Daniels.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. Going to swing it on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A designed run for the quarterback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
This is a designed run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody.
He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. Still running at the 40. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Flips it out to the back. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They'll go back to first down in the final period. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On the run, it's Daniels. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. The 50, the 40, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Ole Miss. And they turn it into a defensive score. Oh, man, the defense just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field. An unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 11 over Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. A swipe downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Going to try to get it himself. Ripping through the defense. Gets away from one, finds room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. To throw, it's Flagway. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looking to throw. Working that left side now. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the option. The pitch. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this deep game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so...
Trying to get behind the defense. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Let's go. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
That's caught. It's dribbling.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Somehow fits it into that traffic. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. On the move to his left. He wants a big play here late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Off the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
On the move, it's ball. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. The Gators are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit.